A ride would be great. My legs are sore.
Wait until you're my age. Well, let's get going.
What am I supposed to be doing?
Wrong, I swear. It's all Vince's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Gills.
It weren't like that at all. We shook on it. But on the way, you had the... Keep it.
What? That ain't true.
Leave it out, you... One way or another, you wanted to fuck me up. It doesn't matter whose idea.
How do I call for the horse? Why? My brain's not working. Alright. Okay. I just turned off the HUD. The HUD's still there. That's really weird. What am I supposed to be doing?
What on the old nag.
Today's a scorcher.
Roman, we have to go to work, mate. Where are you? Come on, Roman, where are you? Hey, Roman! Roman, it's me, Dusko.
Keep your eyes on the road, you fool. Mein Gott.
Better boring than thief, eh?
All right.
How come you weren't in church on Sunday?
I wasn't feeling well.
Not feeling well, eh? You got drunk again, didn't
My
you?
respects.
No, of course not. I was feeling under the weather in the evening, and the next morning.
I wonder
I
what
just
else
couldn't
today
get
will...
up.
The weather. You mean that old
I'll
ball and
drink to
chain
that.
of yours? If I was under her, I reckon I wouldn't be able to get up either.
That's enough of that.
You do remember the promise we made, don't you?
A tankard of ale, thanks. I hardly reckon I'll face damnation for that.
You promised that if we can't be together here on
I'm looking for a young girl named Pavlena. She's missing. She was supposed to be selling baskets here. Do you know anything about her?
Pavlena? That's a nice name. Is she your sweetheart?
No, nothing like that. I'm just helping her mother find her. She's worried about her.
I see. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't know nothing about her.
It was nothing, just a slight cold. Aye, a man would be calling for the priest, but women are made of stronger stuff.
I'll stop by and visit her sometime.
Show me your wares.
I'm glad you found what you needed.
Are you serious? What about my marriage vows?
God bless.
God bless you.
All right, take care.
A jug of wine, thanks.
But other than that, he's been babbling about the wedding non-stop.
After all, he's marrying off his only daughter.
I get that. I just can't listen to it.
Oh my god, controllers. The greatest.
Are we going to have gruel again tonight?
Aye, of course.
Good to see you.
What was it I wanted?
Are they like... What's happening?
Have you seen Pavlena around? She's a girl from Zhelyov who sells baskets here sometimes.
Young Pavlena, you mean? Sure. A nice girl, kind. I think I saw her here on my last patrol. She had the baskets with her.
Are you sure? Where exactly did she go?
Well, it could have been another girl, I can't be absolutely certain. But she went towards the woodcutters' cottages, the ones between the tailors and the butchers.
Farewell, my friend.
How far is it? That's mud. Woodcutter's cottage. No. There's mud. B.
There. It looks better already. Why is this all sticky? Greetings to
That's a fine maypole.
And what can I get for you?
What? There must be a mission that I say.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Semin's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realised they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to Semin, and they were wondering there too where the wagon got to. So we rode out to look for it. Me, Lord Semin, and his captain, Gnarly.
Well, God's nails. And the three of you tracked them down. The whole band.
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia, along with the cart and the goods.
Indeed. Where else? The bastards. And what about my hands?
I'm not sure. Lord Semin took them and Gules to his courtyard. We'll see how he deals with them.
I'd know what to do with them.
Don't worry. I don't think Lord Semin will let them off lightly.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Yeah. Young Lord Semin's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Truscovitz. What do you think of her?
Well, young Semin is marrying her, isn't he? Why would I have my eye on her?
Don't pretend. A statue of a saint would have his eye on her. Looks ain't everything, though. She's got such a sharp tongue on her. I almost feel sorry for young Semin. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
No, Master Blacksmith. There's no one waiting to drag me to the altar in irons.
Good for you, lad. Have your fun while you can. No need to hurry. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bride, but a whole family. So you have to show them you're a man who's worth it. All the more so when you're noble-born. Old Semin wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be a first-class job.
A blade of first-class steel?
That's right. And that's just the problem.
Ah, I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some welded steel.
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured out, as it happens. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia. And folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do understand. But there's a catch.
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has changed a lot recently. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. But now he won't see no one. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange goings-on.
What strange goings-on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition. But that's all I know.
With the devil? Why would the hermit make a pact with the devil?
No idea. It might just be old wives' tales.
Where can I find the hermit?
Do I look like someone who goes to a hermit for advice? I know he has a hut somewhere in Apollonia. But you'll have to ask the Truscovitz womenfolk if you want to know more.
Right. I'll try to find out more about the hermit's sword. But in return, you'll get me invited to Semin's wedding.
If it means so much to you, why not? Come and see Betty from the Truscovitz Tavern. She knows all the gossip. She'll definitely tell you more about the hermit. But Henry, if there's any truth in that pact with the devil, don't get caught up in it. The best sword in the world isn't worth eternal damnation. Fucking shavings.
I need something that'll put animals to sleep. Prochek said you might know something.
Did you get tired of blacksmithing and take up farming instead? I just happen to know of something. I used a concoction that will put even a startled mare to sleep in no time. I once accidentally drank some and slept for 3 days. But the recipe is an old blacksmith's secret. The kind you don't just give away. You're in the trade, so I can tell you. Listen up then. You take some poppy and thistle and boil them in oil. Then, after it cools off, you add a little herb Paris.
Oh, damn. That's complicated. Could you just sell me some of the sleeping potion?
Are you yanking my pizzle? Offer someone a hand and they take the whole arm.
I'd like to ask more about that sword.
What more do you need to know? Have you asked at the Truscovitz Tavern about that hermit? God's nails, you've got a job to do. Get on with it so we can get it done on time.
What's new around here?
I don't know about anything. It's all been quiet here. Thank God.
Show me your wares.
Pleasure doing business with you. Take... Henry. Fucking... I'm sorry.
This could use some repairs.
can make the picture even sharper. Okay. Lots of field was going on. Is A where I'm supposed to go? Where's A? A's my... No. Go to B. I have to hit B. Oh, this game looks so good.
Pissing down again.
Greetings.
Oops. That's not what I want.
Let's try this again.
Rain again.
No, that's again.
What is this hooved monster? Ew.
Damned weather.
The Brits love
God be
complaining
with
about
you.
the weather.
And with you?
What do you want? I just came to see if you're working. What does it look like? Well, it looks to me that instead of writing, you're just scribbling nonsense.
They're called letters, and that's exactly what I'm paid to do.
Ah, carry on then.
Good to see you.
Who's talking to me?
What an ugly old nag.
Oh. This ain't working. Look at my comforts up the top.
Good day.
Grüß Gott.
God bless.
And with you?
Not sure about that. Then I list Nvidia game filters do the sharpening. Good idea.
Greetings. Yeah, same to you.
Hail Mary.
God bless. Same to you.
I wouldn't want that rare if someone gave it to me for free.
Okay. B is where we need to go.
Saturn and Jupiter are in a bad constellation. That churns up black bile and makes you ill. You idiot! You've been hanging around with Miller Crazel again.
Greetings!
What if I...
I need some advice.
You want some advice? Here's some for free. I catch you fighting here again, and I'll spank your bare ass like a brat. Down to business. I don't have all day for you, so what do you want?
I promised Radovan the blacksmith I'd go and see Ambrose the hermit in Apollonia.
My God, lad, stay away from them rocks. Ambrose the hermit sold his soul to the devil and won't talk to nobody no more.
Yeah, I heard that as well. But it seems a bit far-fetched.
So why would an evil spirit suddenly start appearing near Apollonia? It's the devil's work, believe you me.
And has anyone sent to the castle for the priest?
Not at all. Bailiff Thrush is keeping it quiet so far. 4 strangers came here yesterday. They sat in the corner there, but once they heard about the apparition, they started to take a big interest.
What strangers?
They looked like monks, only they had daggers concealed under their robes. I saw them clearly. I'm telling you, there's something fishy going on around Ambrose.
But I have to speak to him.
Didn't you hear what I said? He doesn't speak to nobody. He hides away in his hut and sends everyone away. I'd think long and hard before doing anything if I was you. Because this reeks of hell.
I'd like to ask you about that hermit in Apollonia.
Go on then.
What do you know about this apparition?
Stanislav, the herds boy. He comes running into the village that night, all terrified, saying he'd seen a rider from hell in Apollonia. And the very next night, it appeared in the rocks below the road to TAAU. There's this conciliatory stone cross there. And the next day, it was at a funny angle. There's some devilry in it for sure.
And it was the herds boy who saw it by the cross, or someone else?
The apothecary's wife, Gerda. Ask her yourself. She's not been herself ever since, poor woman.
Where can I find the herds boy?
Stanislav has a sheep pen in the meadow beyond the Troskovitz graveyard, right above the big crossroads outside Apollonia.
How do I get to the hermit?
You're asking for trouble, lad. But all right, if you insist, you go through Apollonia, along the path below the rocks, till you reach the point where it crosses the stream. And from there, you take the path uphill to the left, leading into the rocks.
Who's this hermit fella, anyway?
No one knows. He settled in the rocks a few years back. Folk used to go to him for various healing ointments or advice.
And what has he got to do with this apparition?
Well, he was at death's door recently, bedridden, and then suddenly he's got his health back. Just like that. And he's like a different man since then. He sends everyone who goes to see him packing. Mark my words. He sold his soul to the devil to get better. And the devil sometimes comes here on the prowl for unwary souls.
Where did these peculiar monks come from?
Hard to say, but they rode in on well-fed horses.
Monks on horseback? That's definitely odd.
Well, Bashka the Butcher says they came from the bishop about that diabolical apparition. In short, the Inquisition.
Christ, what's the hold-up?
I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of the herb woman from Zhelyov. Do you know her?
Aye, I do. Pavlena still comes here from time to time, selling baskets, ointments and whatnot. I ain't seen her around in a while, though. Why are you looking for her?
She hasn't been home for a long time, so Bozhena sent me to look for her. When she left, she was heading here.
If I was you, I'd go and ask at the rat house. Or Yezhek the Cooper. That old goat had his eye on her one time. Only she wouldn't have him if he was the last man alive. Can't say I blame her. That Yezhek's a drunken sot.
Do you think anyone would want to harm Pavlena?
Bozhena's not too popular here since that misfortune with Yakesh's wife, Ludmilla. But no one holds a grudge against Pavlena. She was only a young lass at the time.
Just what we needed.
What was that about a misfortune with Ludmilla?
That was way back. She was the midwife here. She'd give the women herbs and whatnot when they called for her. But then something happened when she was helping out at Yakesh's. His wife, Ludmilla, died, and a child was stillborn. A tragedy it was, and then Bozhena, she left.
Just like that?
Well, to tell the truth, we drove her out.
Oh? Why was that?
Better ask Yakesh if you want to know more. He's often by his son's grave. It's next to the farm.
What's this Yezhek like? And what do you mean about him having his eye on Pavlena?
He wanted to get married, and no sensible girl around here would have a drunkard like him, so he figured Pavlena might be an easier bet. He promised her a home in the village, but the girl wasn't so dumb as to fall for it. He's hardly got 2 groschen to rub together, and his house ain't no palace neither. All she'd have out of it is a heartache, and a bunch of brats as pig ugly as their old man.
And where might I find this Yezhek?
If he ain't boozing here at the tavern, he'll be on the way here or at home.
Thanks. And do you think this Yezhek might have done something to her? Like abduct her because she scorned him?
Nah, he ain't got it in him. He's all mouth, but he'd never raise his hand to a woman. And even if he did, Pavlena would probably give him a hiding. Just recently, he got a black eye from this skinny fella here. He's a weakling and a wretch. He wouldn't have a chance with Pavlena.
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Have you heard about the Divizhenka of Semin?
What Divozhenka?
You haven't seen one yet? A Divizhenka is a wild woman of the forest, an ugly, disfigured creature. You can find them deep in the woods or caves, where they make their ointments and gather magic herbs. Sometimes they hurt people. Sometimes they help them.
I know where it is. I've been there. I found a poor dead woman there.
That's her.
She must have fooled me. At first glance, she looked just like an ordinary woman. How did she die?
It's the Semin people. They were worried she might put young Lord Semin under her spell, especially now, because of the wedding. So, they took care of her. And that's about it, I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. Can I spend the night here?
We're not really equipped for that here.
I'll pay you well, if you let me spend the night here every now and then.
I'll let you sleep on the hay for a couple of groschen.
Pissing down rain.
All right, I'll pay. I hope that'll be enough.
My God.
Thanks. You can sleep on the hay, but don't come into my house for no reason, Henry.
Show me your wares.
It
Don't
happens.
play
Just
games
watch where
with
you're
hell.
going next time.
Better to have a beer in the tavern. That won't endanger your soul.
My God. Oh well.
Here it is. Greetings to you.
Pour me one.
I hear something happened to the hermit.
Forget about him. He's in a bad way. Sick, they say.
I hear Ambrose the hermit has some old sword.
Aye, a broken one. He used to have it hanging on the wall of his hut, but that was long ago.
I was told Stanislav the herdsboy saw the devil in the rocks.
God in heaven, save us. It happened a few days ago. He saw him with his own 2 eyes.
Innkeeper, a beer. A large beer for me.
I hear the apparition was seen by the cross a few days ago.
The cross was askew, but God knows what Gerda saw there.
Have you seen a young girl selling baskets here? Her name is Pavlena.
Better you ask innkeeper Betty about things like that. I'm just the help, and I ain't seen any Pavlena.
I apologize.
Lord be with you.
What do you have for sale?
Thank you, and take care.
God bless.
And what can I get for you?
Hey, innkeeper! That beer!
Certainly. Have no
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Jesus Christ be praised. What brings you here?
Amen. My neighbour wrecked my fence again last night.
And how did it happen?
He got drunk and fell on it coming back from the tavern.
How do you know?
How? He was still lying there this morning.
My God. All right, then. I'll go and talk to him.
Greetings.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
What a nag. Boy.
Ah, du lieber Gott.
Excellent. Excellent. Next time it'll be even better.
God be with you.
God bless you. Good day to you.
I need to know more about that strange apparition.
God, leave me alone with that. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Gotta go to B, right? Oh, B into B. So what do we do now? Okay. I keep following B.
Did you hear what happened at the big wheel?
At the wheel?
Yeah, the place by the stream. What then?
Has the water started his mischief again? You could say that.
They found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday.
You're kidding.
Who was it? Some vagabond. God rest his soul. And get this, Milabushka says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the state of his body.
Somebody did him in, chucked him into the water.
But the river there has a powerful current. The dead man had been floating down the river for at least a week.
Without anyone noticing.
Ave Maria.
I'd like to ask you about something.
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Go away, please.
Wait, Gerda. I didn't come to mock you. On the contrary, I want to help you.
Really?
I believe you really did see something. But I want to know what it really was.
So, what do you want me to tell you?
Relax, Gerda. Have a think, and then tell me what happened with the apparition.
It was the day before yesterday. I was picking marshmallow roots above the rocks. It grows by the cross there, near the big dry tree not far from the road to TAAU. I didn't get home till after dark when I suddenly realized I didn't have my knife.
So you went back to the cross?
God have mercy. He hopped up right out of the ground in front of me. He was all in black and he was grinding his teeth. I started to scream. There was something glinting in the dark and this clanking sound, and I just turned and scarpered.
That's all?
At one point I turned around and I saw a dark shadow darting across the field. Proper flying along it was, like the devil, and heading straight to Apollonia.
What's this place where you saw the apparition?
It's a conciliatory cross, erected in the memory of some innocent's death. They say some years ago, a young fella killed himself on account of an unhappy love affair. He jumped from a cliff.
And the day after you saw the apparition, the cross was at an angle?
Aye, all askew. Everyone here saw it. I didn't go back. I can't.
Don't worry, Gerda. Nobody's going to make fun of you anymore. I'll find out what it was all about and what you really saw there.
What do you think happened?
I don't know yet, but you needn't fear. Everything will get cleared up soon.
Thank you. By all the saints, thank you. But please, come and tell me how it turned out. I'll make it worth your while.
Have you seen Pavlena around here? A young girl from Zhelyov. Sells baskets here sometimes.
Young Pavlina. A lovely girl she is. Brings us herbs from the forest sometimes. Try asking the woodcutters here in the village. She's been spending a lot of time with Roman. Young sweethearts. I'm happy for them.
Gerda really did see something. That cross hides a secret.
God bless. God bless. Servus.
All right, this is already sharp. This one is sharpened already.
It's just not intuitive to me. Okay. Yeah, you've got a long way to go.
Hail.
Greetings to you.
What happened to Ambrose the hermit?
He's at death's door with some ailment, and there's a peculiar talk about him. They say he made a pact with hell.
I hear Ambrose the hermit has some old sword.
A few folks saw it at his place some years ago, but then it disappeared. Maybe he sold it, or chucked it out.
Have you seen a young girl here? Her name is Pavlena. She wears a headscarf and sells baskets.
I don't know, no, Pavlena. Sorry. I hope you find her soon. See you soon, my friend.
How do you fix the compass? It sucks. Go turn around. Okay.
God be with you. Greetings to you too.
Is it B? This just looked incredible. Fidelity. The lighting is awesome as well. I suppose they let us admire the surroundings that they've made, this environment. I have no idea where the horde's taking me. Doesn't feel like he's following my marker. Red marker.
Come on, you nag! Two of us. We can handle it.
I'm telling you, not that one. And now be quiet or find someone else.
Oh, I'm here. No, it's not. Nowhere near it.
Ale.
Imagine there was a universal standards for buttons and the functions for games. So every game you play, you know it's all the same buttons. Oh, there's a mission in here later on, isn't it?
I'm looking for your father. Did he mention where he was headed?
Ma talked you into it, didn't she? I'd be willing to bet he just got wasted as usual. He's nothing but a drunkard. It's no secret.
Do you even realise what's at stake here? The woods are a dangerous place. Do you really want something to happen to him? Your mother would be a widow, and you'd be an orphan. Who'd take care of you then? As soon as Lord von Burgov found a new huntsman, he'd have him move into your cottage, and you'd have to leave. Or do you have a sack full of groschen stashed away somewhere, so you could go and buy a new house in Prague?
Kurva, all right, shut up already. I'm not stupid. Father may be a drunken bastard, and living with him is a chore. But Mother still loves him. I'll help you, but only for our sake.
Where did he go? Tell me.
The last thing he said was he found a dead deer near the pond, and he wanted to go and see if there were any wolves about. So I'd go down below the cottage, walk along the shore, and then turn north into the old forest. If you didn't get boozed up and forget, that is, it wouldn't be the first time.
Shouldn't you be looking for your father? You can come with me.
Ha! Forget about it. I'm sure it'll end with you dragging his drunken arse home anyway, and I'd rather avoid that.
What's your problem with him? He's your pa. You shouldn't talk about him like that.
All he does is drink and doesn't care about anyone else. Why would I talk about him in any other way? He's like a big, drooling infant. Ma and me are always at his beck and call. So I say we should let him deal with it himself.
Be that as it may, I'm going out to look for him.
No need to rush. At least it would give him time to sleep it off and come home on his own.
You're always welcome here.
I don't know why the icons on the screens are all bugging out. Look. I'm not using a keyboard. So odd. Maybe it is going to be. That looks incredible. There's some artifacts with deal with this, you can tell.
God be with you, hermit.
I don't have time for you. Go away.
Folk in the village are saying you've made a miraculous recovery, and since then you won't let anyone near you. What happened?
Nothing happened. I just can't stand all these people coming here and disturbing me. Can't I have a moment's peace?
I came about that sword of yours. I'd like to buy it from you.
I'll keep my sword, thanks very much. It's a fine piece.
Right. Long since broken and unused. I wouldn't hum and haw too long if I were you. Radovan the blacksmith will give you a good price for it.
Oh, right. You mean that sword? I don't have it anymore.
Pity about your sword. It was made from good steel, from what I heard. Folk told me you got it from somewhere in Andalusia?
God knows where it's from.
Well, I'm a blacksmith. I know the value of good steel wherever it's from. Pity you got rid of it.
Oh, God. If I give you that piece of old junk, will you leave me alone?
I can promise you that. What are you asking for it?
Nothing. Just a small service. Listen carefully, then. There's an old widow called Margaret living in the village. Take this cross to her, and say to her exactly these words. Margaret, Ambrose forgives you, but his brother must get what is rightfully his.
Margaret, Ambrose forgives you, but his brother must get what is rightfully his.
That's right.
I hope she'll know what this is about.
Don't worry, she will. Give her the cross, and I'll tell you where you can find the sword. Benedictio Domini sit tecum.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock. So it's going to get dark quickly. Need to go back to the blacksmith, clearly.
Everything all right, eh? Easy! Easy!
Kurva! Someone call off that mob!
And it's done.
Murder! There's been a murder here!
Easy! Ah! I should go back.
End of the map. Hilarious. Where's he riding to?
Wait!
What? I was going the right way. guy's asleep. I'm gonna go wake him up.
I hear you saw some diabolical apparition. Is that true?
Was it the bailiff who sent you? Or old Croper?
No. I want to go to Apollonia to see Ambrose, the hermit. I've heard talk he's somehow linked to that apparition. So I need to know what you saw that night.
Why do you want to know? Forget that shit, pal. It reeks of fire and brimstone.
Look, mate, I'll gladly give you a few groschen, but spit it out now. Here you are.
What did you want to know?
What exactly did you see that night at the crossroads?
A diabolical apparition. A black rider on a black horse flew into Apollonia. His eyes glowed, and his horse was black as charcoal. He turned this way and that a couple of times at the crossroads, and then darted off into the rocks. To the hermit's place, I'm sure.
He turned this way and that? That's strange. Would the devil not know the way?
I'm telling the truth. Gerda from the apothecary saw him too.
But the hermit helps people though, doesn't he?
Aye, he did. Only now they're saying he was at death's door and sold his soul to the devil. And that was the horseman.
Why? Why would the old man have sold his soul to the devil and then kept living as a pauper in his hut?
Who knows what's going on in them rocks? Some devilish trickery for sure.
Have you seen a stray dog around here?
I haven't seen a dog, but lots of wolves. Last I heard, they were causing problems for Siegfried. He tends his flock up on Kopanina. It's west of Trotsky. Go and ask him.
I already spoke with him. Can you think of anyone else who could help me?
What about the gamekeeper? Maybe if you're lucky, he'll be sober.
Sorry to wake you up.
That herdsboy really did see something. And the trail leads into the rocks.
Good to see you.
Did you lose something here in the daytime? Or what are you looking for here?
I met the local beggar. Barrow was her name.
She's here again? Oh, confound it. But we'll get rid of her somehow, you'll see.
What? But
You didn't give her any money, I hope? Rabble like that are like stray cats. Feed them once, and you'll never get rid of them.
No, she just told me you might know where I could get some armor.
Armor? Unless you want to join the local watch, I don't think I can help you. Unless maybe Radovan, the blacksmith from Takhov. We might sell you something.
But Barrow told me you might know of something better. The armor of some Brunswick?
Oh, that. Lad, 'tis but a legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
Are you saying I don't look like a knight to you?
Well, actually... Oh, apologies, sir. My eyesight isn't what it used to be. You know, I spend all my time poring over books. So, that legend. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Who exactly was this Brunswick?
You don't know, lad? Educate yourself. Brunswick was a famous Czech prince who won the lion for our country's coat of arms.
Really? How is it that I've never heard of him?
Perhaps because he never existed. Prince Vladislav II got the lion for our coat of arms for helping Emperor Frederick I, known as Redbeard.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend, but a quite lovely one, I'll give you that.
Could you recount for me the legend of Brunswick?
Well, why not? Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince. He lived in a time when our country had an eagle on its coat of arms, but that wasn't good enough for him. So he decided to head out into the world and gain the mark of a more powerful animal.
A man after my own heart.
You may think so, but his wife was none too happy. Her name was Ludmilla, and she begged Brunswick 100 times to stay home, but he just couldn't be persuaded. Still, he loved her very much, so he took her ring and told her that unless someone came and showed her that ring during the next 7 years, she should wait for his return. But if he failed to return after 7 years, that would mean he would never return.
Then what happened next?
Brunswick's party set out to sea, but didn't get far. They were drawn in by an island with a mysterious mountain of amber that holds all ships and prevents them from leaving. Over time, the men on the deserted island died of starvation, leaving only Brunswick, who noticed that once a year a great bird called No came to the island to hunt. And so the clever knight hid in his horse's hide at just the right time. And when the bird came, it mistook him for prey and carried him away. So Brunswick wandered on. After some time on the road, the prince came across something unprecedented. A duel between a lion and a 9-headed dragon. So, what do you think Brunswick did at that moment?
Well, the dragon is certainly much stronger than a lion, so I suppose he sided with the dragon, right?
Nonsense! Brunswick rushed to help the lion, and together they killed the dragon. And from that time on, they were stalwart companions. The lion even followed him all the way back to Bohemia. Except, by then, it was already too late. It had already been exactly 7 years to the day since Brunswick set off on his journey. His wife, Ludmilla, who had until that time valiantly resisted all suitors, was about to remarry. But at the wedding feast, Brunswick managed to drop the ring in her cup, so it all turned out well. For Brunswick, that is. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom, but the lion took care of that.
Where did Brunswick's armour come from?
It is said that George the Lion of Württemberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord Chenyek of Württemberg, who built Trusky. This George spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas. A suspiciously long amount of time, if you know what I mean.
I think I get the picture.
And it is said that one day, a lion escaped from the king's menagerie, and George overpowered it with his bare hands and laid it at the king's feet, still alive. As a reward, Wenceslas gave young Württemberg the name Lion and the armour of his ancestor, Prince Brunswick. Only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for long. He caught the plague at a tournament abroad, and died on his way back to his king. Specifically, while visiting his uncle here at Trusky. Of course, the king wanted his armour back, but Lord Chenyek didn't want to give it to him, claiming he had the hereditary right to it. It looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Trusky, but fortunately Lord Chenyek was completely destitute by then, so he sold all of Trusky and the armour to the king.
Chenyek was broke? How come?
Because of building his castle. Trotsky may be impressive, but it's too expensive for a nobleman. Even the king had difficulty paying for such a castle.
Well, if the king was so endeared with Brunswick's armour, why did he leave it here?
Because he didn't have any choice, my friend. He never found the armour. Lord Chenyek was as cunning as a fox. While he did leave the armour here, he never told anyone where. It's said he hid it so it could only be found by a true knight. Each piece in a different place. Or so they say round these parts. Who knows if there's any truth to the tale?
And do you know where I could find Brunswick's armour?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armour, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone. Behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock. A subtle niche, yet deeper still. A place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armour gleaming still.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Bloody hell! I think I know where it is.
Really? Well, seems you've got something between your ears then, lad. And you know what? I've got something else for you. Sir George, who previously owned the armour, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too, but he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armour, but this is certainly true, because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it, as a keepsake. And now, go. I hope you're not going to be...